Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, and that crazy junior hockey discussion group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Hopefully this morning in your car, in your living room, at your office, wherever you happen to be watching, we hope that you are having an amazing day. Today is Wednesday, June 21st. Today's topic, do not pay to play until you have billets secured and safe. There you go. Should turn the volume down on my phone in case anybody else tries to bing in while we're doing the show. Fun times this morning. Another day and another reason for pay-to-play operators to hate me. Yeah, that's what I keep doing to myself, right? Probably because nobody else has the courage or willpower to do what I'm going to say. For the last nearly 15 years, I've always been an advocate for the player, no matter what. No matter what the cost is, no matter what the reaction is from the game, I've always been a player first kind of writer, and of course that way as an advisor. That position is not very popular with some people, and that's okay. Folks that do not want to do things the right way are not folks that I want to associate with. They are not folks that I would send my own kid to, and it's certainly not folks I want to send our clients to. Just the way it is. So if I were the king of hockey, and I'm not, but if I was, pay-to-play prospects would have their safe billet secured before the first payment is ever made. Shady teams are famous for trying to front-load pay-to-play agreements. They try to get a large portion of the fee up front before the first puck even hits the ice. This leaves families with limited opportunities and limited options once it's time for the team to start living up to their end of the deal. So this is not going to be very popular. When I started the site, the idea was to work for you and not for them. And that's what I've been doing. The reality is that families are in control of the cash flow when it comes to pay-to-play youth and junior hockey. You control the money. Dish it out on your terms. Don't agree to these front-loaded contracts. And certainly do not give them a dime until you have a good billet. So demand that you get what you're paying for. And that includes a safe and secure building situation. Let's be clear. Sound like President Biden here. Teams should not be collecting money until they are able to meet all their obligations when it comes to the players they want to sign. Housing should never be taken lightly. It's the one area that the parents and kids are most concerned with. Teams that wait until August, yes, August, or when parents are posting on social media begging for billets from the town their player or their kid is in, those are the same ones that are going to have a lot more problems down the road. Look, for most cases, for most good operators, billets are secured year after year after year, way ahead of time. This is never an issue until you run into programs that don't do things the right way. And if they're having a billet situation issue, don't go there. Don't send your kid there. Doesn't make any sense. The North American Hockey League's Northeast Generals once recruited 2 teams of high-level youth players without having a housing situation clarified before doing so. Collected money, had players locked up, Kids came to town, billets were not secured. This is a top-end day today. Just how many bunk beds was stuffed in that house, Brian Erickson? It was crazy. Ended up getting the team suspended. Was it 17 players at that house? Can't remember. But we're hearing that problem has become an epidemic across the entire spectrum of junior hockey. Yes, we know some of that has to do with COVID and what happened after COVID, but still, it's crazy. Last year, the Minnesota Wilderness had people on social media begging for billets a week before the opening games. Crazy. That's one of the most established junior markets in the whole state of Minnesota. How can they run out of billets? I'll tell you how. Really simple. When the coach and the staff and the general manager are not really caring about what the boys do when they're out on the ice, that makes the situation at home for a billet very difficult, and they don't want to do it again. So they kind of burned that bridges, didn't they? The time has come for families to just put their foot down and say enough is enough. Again, you all have the power. Simply refuse to pay a dime until the team has put you in contact with the billet your kid's going to be at for the year. It's amazing how fast the building situation will change once the families put their foot down and refuse to give them any money until it's set in stone. Parents should also make sure that the billets have followed all the safe sport procedures. If you're playing in a league not sanctioned by USA Hockey, then make sure that there's been a background check in all those billets, especially the one that your son's going into. That is a USA Hockey and safe sport mandate. That's not the case for non-sanctioned teams. Don't let teams cut corners with your child. I don't care if your child's 15 or 20. Be diligent regarding housing and the folks the team has around your prospect. A good advisor, and I'm not saying I'm not the best one, but I'm a good advisor, I'm pretty sure. We take care of these issues and make sure that we don't put teams or players with teams that don't have all the ducks in a row. We just don't do it. I'm not going to put my clients any place I wouldn't put my own son. If you find yourself in a situation once the season starts that's not comfortable, that's not according to the standards set for your tier of play, let me know about it and I'll try to help you fix it without the team figuring it out was you. It's simple this year. Parents, players, if there's no place for your kid to stay, no safe place for your kid to stay during the season, and it's not locked up long before training camp, you have not talked to the billets yet, do not send your money or your player there. That's it. Easy show today. We'll be in and out of here in a jiffy. So until tomorrow, I hope that you enjoy your morning coffee and look at no NAHL logo.